What up, WeHo? This month, West Hollywood celebrates St. Patrick's Day. And in WeHo, if a leprechaun gives you his pot of gold, make sure it's one of the good strains. Welcome to WeHoTV News. Top of the morning to ya, West Hollywood. I'm Mike Siriaco, and I'm bringing you everything you need to know about WeHo, courtesy of the city of West Hollywood. If you spent this past month trying to figure out who to vote for in the presidential primary, you may have missed out on some important news. Don't sweat it, because we're going to catch you up to speed with the WeHo Wind-Up. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. WeHoans poured some love into improving Hart Park, and the Academy Awards poured some love into Parasite. WeHo began counting down to the 2020 census with Be Counted West Hollywood. The vagina monologues hit the stage, while Harley Quinn hit the big screen.
You are so cool.
Right back at ya, Harley. Now let's warm up with these news briefs. The city of West Hollywood is getting the word out to vote in the March 2020 presidential primary election. With new vote centers, voters can cast ballots on or before Election Day on March 3rd. Please participate in these democratic elections, because we don't want these elections to be our last. This month, the city of West Hollywood invited community members to share ideas for improving Hart Park, including improving pedestrian and vehicular accessibility. However, they didn't use my suggestion, adding a rainbow road. It would be on theme. This month's Lesbian Speaker Series featured a conversation with Beth Lapides and comedian Tig Notaro as they discussed the tribulations of queer women, like this.
For the majority of my adult life, I have been mistaken for a man at least once a week. Probably nobody here is like, we're gonna need some examples.
The West Hollywood Library once again hosted Drag Queen Story Hour. This month featured such drag children's literary classics as If You Give a Mouse a Makeover, Charlotte's Weave, and Goodnight Monsoon. And finally, West Hollywood Sheriff's Station hosted Coffee with the Cops. West Hollywood has still yet to use my suggestion, Frappuccinos with the Firemen. Now let's all cool down as we slide out of these news briefs. Did you hear? Laura Dern won her first Oscar. It's even more impressive since she was blacklisted for years after guest starring in the coming out episode of Ellen. Laura, what's your advice for dealing with all of Hollywood's homophobic men?
Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth.
The future's female, ya fossils. And Laura wasn't the only goddess we're worshiping this month. March is Women's History Month, so we'd like to highlight some fabulous females who made history this year with our Salute to Women. Billie Eilish. Back in January, 18-year-old Billie Eilish made Grammys history as the first woman to win all 4 major awards. Despite this success, Billie is still incredibly humble.
So many other songs deserve this, I'm sorry.
Oh, Billie, your self-deprecation just makes me want to root for you harder. And she wasn't the only singer to make women's history this year. There was also Ali Stroker. The Glee alum made history over the summer as the first person who uses a wheelchair to win a Tony Award for her role in Oklahoma. For Ali, this wasn't just a personal win, but a victory for all disabled person performers.
This award is for every kid who is watching tonight, who has a disability, who has been waiting to see themselves represented in this arena. You are.
Women weren't just making history on stage this year, but also on the field, like Jennifer King. A few weeks ago, Jennifer was signed on as a full-time assistant coach for the Washington Redskins, making history as the NFL's first African-American female coach. To Jennifer, her success as a coach stems from her experience both on the sidelines and on the field.
It's helped me a lot playing different positions to coach different positions because I've been there where they are, and I have a lot of knowledge I feel like I can share.
Jennifer, your experience not only helps you as a coach, but also helps all the women out there trying to break barriers in male-dominated athletics. And to all the other wonderful women out there making history, we salute you. Now let's go over to Fiesta Hall with another wonderful woman, our very own Kylie Valdez.
The young at heart are never too old to dance. Here at the Senior Valentine's Day Dessert and Tea Dance, I'm hoping that I'm hip enough for these dance moves. I'm Kylie Valdez, and this is WeHoTV News. The City of West Hollywood recently presented its 24th annual Senior Valentine's Day Dessert and Tea Dance at Plummer Park's Fiesta Hall, where local seniors enjoyed tasty desserts, live music by the Great American Swing Band, and of course, plenty of dancing. I think I'm ready to bring these dance moves to next year's event. For more information on events like this in the City of West Hollywood, visit WeHo.org. For WeHoTV News, I'm Kylie Valdez.
This past month, RuPaul hosted Saturday Night Live. He was the fiercest drag queen to turn it out since the church lady.
Well, isn't that special?
This episode was also notable for its sketch featuring Drag Queen Story Hour.
The library is open!
For those who don't know, Drag Queen Story Hour is a program here in West Hollywood and across the country where drag queens visit local libraries and read storybooks out loud to kids. It promotes literacy as well as normalizes LGBT culture for children. It's entertaining for both kids and their parents.
Should we leave?
Absolutely not. This is the most fun I've had since this girl blasted out of me.
For info on West Hollywood's next Drag Queen Story Hour, hit up the website below. Because
Reading is what? Fundamental. Yeah.
now let's lock up the library and strut over to the basketball court and meet up with Nicatelli.
Many greats have held the basketball, such as Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan in Space Jam, and the 1974 Flint, Michigan Tropics. I'm Nicatelli for WeHoTV News, and we are going to hoop it up with the Fundamentals of Basketball program right here at West Hollywood Park. Swish! What's the good ball? Which one's the good ball? Got it.
Every great athlete has to master the fundamentals of their sport, and West Hollywood kids get a chance to do it right here at the Recreation Services Division's Fundamentals of Basketball program, which focuses on skills, rules, team building, and most importantly, having fun. The best part is that each session ends with an actual game.
I'm so tired. Oh, God. Can you slam dunk yet?
I can always slam dunk.
What's your favorite part about the class?
Dribbling.
Do I look like a person who could slam dunk a basketball if I had to?
No.
What's your just favorite part about teaching the class?
Just getting them to love any sport, really, to get out there and give them that first experience when they make that first shot. It's just memorable.
So what do you guys think the score of the game's going to be if I had to put some money down on it?
52. 150.
All right, I better put a bet in then. Go-Go's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go-Go's! I'm not one of the starters for the team, so. Rebound. Shoot, Luke. He's got 11, you've got 10. Combined, you all have.
I got 1 million.
You got 1 million shots? Is that even physically possible? Can I get a what?
1, 2, 3.
Basketball! Woo! The Fundamentals of Basketball program is made possible by the City of West Hollywood's Recreation Services Division. For more information about classes like this or just anything going on in the City of West Hollywood, visit WeHo.org. Again, I'm Nick Tyler for WeHoTV News, and I'm going to go downtown. Did I make it? I don't think I made it.
Thanks, Nick. Now let's go from basketball to my favorite, pinball wizard. On March 25th, Elton John celebrates his 73rd birthday. In honor of the occasion, we'd like to explore the unique relationship between the beloved 5-time Grammy winner and WeHo with our spotlight on Elton John. In 1970, Elton John's first American concert took place right here in West Hollywood at the Troubadour, where he performed future classics such as Your Song and a cover of the Rolling Stones' Honky Tonk Women. Then, after more than 30 years of hit records, tours, and on-camera appearances, the was back. in WeHo when, in 2001, he moved his annual Elton John AIDS Foundation Academy Awards party to West Hollywood, at such locations as the Moomba Restaurant, the iconic Pacific Design Center, and our very own West Hollywood Park. And he's still performing here, like when he sang a duet of Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me with the equally fabulous Lady Gaga on the famous Sunset Strip. Their singing and their sunglasses game is on point. So on behalf of West Hollywood, let me be the first to wish you a very happy birthday, Elton John. And if you want to live until you're 73 years old, you better start eating well now. For more on this, let's go over to Eddie Robinson.
The city of West Hollywood is serving West Hollywood wellness through food and nutrition. I'm Eddie Robinson, and this is WeHoTV News. Sponsored by the City of West Hollywood Social Services Division, the City of West Hollywood recently presented West Hollywood Wellness Through Food and Nutrition. This free community event featured free fresh produce, food demonstrations, CalFresh enrollment, nutrition information, and recipes.
Manageable, very few ingredients. You don't need a lot of ingredients to eat healthy or have the flavor too, so it's delicious.
Events like these are essential to the West Hollywood community.
I want to emphasize eating healthy, you know, with the dark green salad with the nuts and the beans in it. And seniors are a very high-risk group, and also many of them have income problems. You know, we provide good nutrition for them.
We help people with chronic life-threatening illnesses and low-income seniors to keep and care for their companion animals. We do that. We pay for vet bills, we supply pet food.
Some people put rosemary in their pockets so they can smell it while they're walking. It's more of like something to help with memory. Therapeutic gardening, so we work with plant-based activities for health and wellness, reducing stress and anxiety, creating social interaction. So throughout the community, we try to deliver fresh produce, including fruits, vegetables, brown rice, lentil beans, and then we also provide nutritional cooking classes so people can understand how to use these ingredients.
Go to WeHo.org for more wellness resources from the city of West Hollywood. It's good for your health. I'm Eddie Robinson, WeHoTV News. Back to you, Mike.
What up, WeHo? Tonight we're on the red carpet for the Queerty Awards, which honors LGBT representation in media and includes some very talented WeHoans. Let's dish with them now. For many, the Queerty Awards highlighted the importance of including LGBTQ voices in mainstream entertainment.
When you don't have exposure to different communities, it's really easy for some people to be fearful of them and judge them. It's harder to kind of hate or judge someone you know. If you put a face to a name, I certainly was my experience on Queer Eye. The minute that we were globally accepted, there wasn't a whole lot of hate toward us. I kind of understood the power of the visibility.
I think less than 3% of all characters on network television were LGBTQ when we started the show in 2012. Now that number is closer to 10. So the world's changed just so drastically and in such an incredible direction, and I'm glad to have been a small part of that.
The Queerty Awards principles of LGBTQ inclusion strongly parallel those of West Hollywood.
Being over in West Hollywood, I see a lot of work done. I see them working a lot with community, with my beautiful trans community, and I think it's so important to bridge the gap on, these tough issues.
West Hollywood's amazing. Like the very first time I came to Los Angeles, I was like, I need to go to WeHo because I felt comfortable. I felt I could be myself with no judgment.
And some of these queer celebrities had words of advice for the next generation of talented gabies.
Find a point of view. Have a voice and don't be afraid to use it. Start speaking on the things that matter to you and the opportunities will reveal themselves.
Follow these words of wisdom, and maybe next year we'll be dishing with you on the red carpet of the Queerty Awards. We'll be back next month with more news, noise, and nonsense. Until then, keep it cute, WeHo.